Joining us.
Good afternoon to you, and thank you for the opportunity given.
Now, is the investigation into the price gouging or hiking of ginger and garlic reasonable, especially considering that they aren't on the list of 22 essential products which suppliers must not price unfairly under the National Disaster Management Act?
Q, the list we have attached to the regulation, we have two lists. List A and List B. In the List A, you will see that there is also what we call basic food, which also includes your fruit and vegetables, and ginger falls within that category. Ginger and garlic will fall within that category.
Now, some analysts actually feel that this investigation that's currently going on, where you're investigating the consumers' complaints, is a waste of the public's money because it looks into price hikes that bother members of the public who actually already have access to staple foods. What would your response to that be?
I would say they are entirely wrong, because now we are looking at a basic food that people would believe that actually it assists them in combating the pandemic in terms of the virus itself. So this is not about people in the social media that can afford, that would buy ginger and garlic. You would assume that ginger, it comes into food, and people would use them also in their ordinary culinary produce at home when they are cooking food. And also your, I would say ginger as well, garlic as well. People would use it for combating ordinary flus and colds. That is what people would do. So it's for ordinary persons. And in this time, it doesn't matter whether people have or do not, or people can afford or not. What we are looking at the unfairness, the unreasonableness, and the unjustness of what retailers are doing when they are supplying these goods to consumers, especially in the time of their need.
And some retailers actually claim that the reason why they are hiking the prices currently is because demand actually exceeds supply. How is the investigation coming along, and what updates can you give us on it?
We would say that for now, what we are receiving from the people that have already received their certificates, the 7 that have already received them, actually they are complying, because what we are looking for, we ask them to go back to 2020 in March. Tell us exactly how much they were sourcing the products for, and then how much was the sale price. And just to be open to the listeners, what we are saying, we are not interfering with the prices in the market. What we are saying is keep your prices to be just. If your profit margin was at 40%, do that, maintain that profit margin. So it's not about us saying reduce the prices, it's maintain your price margin so that there is fairness, there is justness, so that whatever profit you were deriving before the pandemic, it should be the same, it should remain constant. So that is all that we are looking for as a regulator.
So you're not actually getting involved in price control. I can confirm that now.
Yes, it's not about price control. It's about the consciousness, it's about the fairness, it's about the justness of our retailers. While the products are in high demand, yes, it drives the economy, but in this case, they cannot use the pandemic because of where we are, where we find ourselves as consumers in need of these products, wherein it is part of the regulation itself, and people using that to say that it's not a staple food. It's a basic food that we need in this particular point in time during the pandemic, and still within Regulation 350 of the Disaster Management Act.
Well, can you elaborate actually on the consumer and customer protection and national disaster management regulations, how they actually are meant to guide suppliers and consumers, especially during times such as the pandemic we're in right now?
Right. Q, the regulation is actually an amplification of the section of the CPA. The CPA actually prohibits unfair, unreasonable, unjust contract terms in concluding or in the supply of goods and services. That is one of our acts wherein, as consumers, we've got a right to fair and honest dealings. So that section actually prevents suppliers to act in an unconscionable way, and it prohibits them from using unfair tactics. And I would just explain that when we're talking about being unconscionable in terms of their conduct, it's where in the conduct it's improper to a degree that it would actually shock the conscience of a reasonable man. But in this instance, what we are looking at is that section of the Act is actually saying it's unfair and it's prohibited. What the regulation did, it just amplified it. It gave minister under Section 120 to actually promulgate a regulation that will amplify, but then as well it gave a list, both list A and list B, of what is staple and what is essential basic foods during this time of the pandemic. So it's not hanging, it's actually part of the CPA. Under ordinary circumstances, suppliers are expected to actually act in a way that is fair, reasonable, and just, because the act of the CPA is to promote and advance the social and economic welfare of consumers. And in this case, it wants to promote fair business practices, but in the same instances, it's also protecting consumers from unfair, unreasonable, and also improper trade practices from our retailers.
And what can be done to these unconscionable suppliers if they actually don't comply with the suggestions to keep prices reasonable, especially at these times?
What would happen is that after the investigation, they actually have an opportunity. The investigation gives them that opportunity to justify their prices. If they cannot justify the hike beyond their profit margin that they were enjoying even before the pandemic, then what we'll end up with, it will be a fine of a minimum of 1 million or 10% of their turnover, whichever is greater. That is what we are looking at. And all that we are asking you is that as consumers, please, we want to be treated fairly. And all we want is for them now, as a regulator, to come clean and say, yes, our prices are justified. We are within our profit margins, as we have set them ourselves as retailers.
And just lastly, what process should consumers follow if they feel they are being charged unfair prices on goods or services?
We still have our toll-free number that we would like consumers still to use, which is a 0800 number, 014-880. Or to call us at 0124287000 or go to our website at the NCC. In that, consumers will be given a complaint form wherein they can complete the complaint form, tell us exactly the store where they bought, and if they have, they can also give us pictures and their receipts so that we can be able to deal with also the other independent suppliers, not only with the retail stores that we are investigating right now.
Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Just to repeat that toll-free number for our viewers, it's 0800 014 880. That was Tezi Mabuza of the National Consumer Commission.